Light-Skin Television, we got my man Hound Dawg Buck 50 once again. Bullpen Battle League. You know what I mean? Great battle, man. This shit is crazy. 3-rounder. Crowd was with you the whole time.
That's right.
Crowd was with you. I mean, you can't make that up. The crowd was with you.
People said they was with me.
They was with you, man. You heard it. You had to keep stopping. Even the cats in the back, it was doing their own thing. Cats by the bar that don't really listen to balls. Had to stop what they was doing, put down their drinks.
Oh, okay. I didn't know it was like that.
Yeah, I mean, because he was focused, you know what I mean? But when you see the footage, you see it like every 2 lines, like, oh shit, yeah, what he just said, like, you know what I mean? Yeah. Slow it down, they wanted you to say it again, but you know, you kept it your pace. You know what I mean? You repeated a couple things, but kept it going, man. Third round, from what I remember,
we both kind of had a little.
right. But he got his back. It seemed like he got yours back quicker.
I'm about it. Oh, I know
We're on the house. You know what I mean? Oh, my battle league.
I didn't realize it was an interview.
That's a
He
good
put
thing.
on,
That's a
though.
good. Yes, he did. Was the crowd stopping to hear it though? The crowd was loving like every other bar. Every bar they loved.
Yeah, that's why I said we had
He
to
was
bring him back.
focused, so he didn't really even notice. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he knew. Yeah, we had to bring him back for that. I'm gonna let y'all get to it. My bad, y'all.
Get in this, bro. Yeah, but shit was crazy, man. Both y'all performed. I mean, I think you brought his level up from the last time you back too. You know what I mean? You said something about the last event y'all was in. The crowd was comprised of mostly battle rappers from Bullpen. You know what I mean? Did you explain that part?
Oh, yeah. I was using the analogies because I said John had the battle rapper stand in the backdrop. Right. I don't know this for a fact, but I was assuming because it wasn't a big turnout, so you needed the appearance of cohesiveness. Yeah. So I used that as a setup and to go into a story I was telling about him, saying that basically he was rapping, he was doing his thing, but I felt like he was doing too much.
That shit worked perfectly until it seemed like that where the ebb and flow of the battle went that way.
That shit right
Go
here.
in, bro. I mean, y'all put on, bro. Y'all put on, man. That was a crisp 3 rounds by both of y'all. Man. You know what I mean? Shit was crazy. Tell the crowd who it is, bro.
I think footage is gonna be crazy. I think going backwards, working in reverse, you feel me? Like it was the last thing that happened. Third round, I had a slight stumble, got it back. Third round, cuz had a stumble and he didn't need the round. So I was like, I feel like third round is considered a choke with a stumble. So I got third round. It was 1-1 going in, what people were saying. I feel like that second round was what they gave you in the building or whatever. So I feel like he won the second round in the building. That's the round where he was talking about me. He was breaking down my style, talking about getting to the punch and all that shit. You feel me? So, second round in the building, he got that. You feel me? I ain't a building rapper anyway. I don't give a fuck. I'm King Beanz. I'm a footage battle. You feel me? I feel like no disrespect. It's 30 ball on footage. You feel me? I feel like I got the first round.
Okay.
Second round gonna be 30 on footage. Whatever. When you go bar for bar, I judge bars and shit. You feel me? I mean, I'm not a dancer, you know what I mean? I get up here and I work on presence trying to
You got
work
your
with the
stage
crowd.
presence, but you really
I'm trying to work with the crowd, and this is like what I'm
You
trying
got that
to. If I can
replay
win in the
value, you're
room,
saying, yeah.
if I can win in the room, it's crazy. You feel me? But like, if I can make it debatable, it's crazy.
That's really
I'm gonna
listen,
win
sit
on
down,
footage, you feel me? You
press
gotta
pause,
rewind me.
rewind.
You gotta rewind
I
me.
see what you're saying.
They say that my worst thing is like setup being a punch. You feel me? Like I punch in my setups. And I have niggas reacting and they'll miss the punch and I don't run back bars. You feel me? Like first bar I try to run back at that big reaction. You feel me? But like I be moving and grooving, it's different. But it was a fire battle, you feel me? I can say like one of my mans, another battle, Q Morgan, he was in the crowd, he was the one that was like 1-1. I never even caught shit on crowd. I'm like 1-1. I had on my fucking fingers and never do that shit for my fans. They might think it's too old my way, you know what I mean? But it was like 1-1, and then when the third hit, the way it went down, like, alright, I feel like I won. But at the end, he was like, it could be 1-1 either way, because we both had a fuck up in the third. So it's debatable battle, classics. It was a whole lot of foul, but 5
I'm
out
gonna ask both of y'all at the same time. How'd y'all feel about going last? Was it like an honor? Was it a pain in the ass to wait that long? Like, how's that? Because, you know, on the flyer, it didn't stack up that way, but it ended up that way. Is it, you get adrenaline get pumping more, or did you get kind of like
it's almost like about to go skydiving and shit, and it's your first time, and you like, yeah, I ain't scared, I'm gonna do this shit.
Right.
But now you sitting on the edge of the plane or whatever, and right when you about to jump, you gotta wait 4 hours and your feet ain't shit. You know what I mean? So it's like, nigga, you know you gonna do this shit, you feel me? And straight. You know what I mean?
feel
It's
about
like,
that?
I know that for me personally, I was late, so I'm just going to assume that if I was on time, we would have been last. So, but I really don't mind as long as the people are still there. Okay. So if the people sit there, you know, the energy will be all right.
I feel like the more we battled, the more people was coming into the room. Cause that first round was like, what the fuck? Like,
No, you know what it
neither
was?
one of us really got any reaction.
Y'all
I felt
facing
like
each
now.
other, and I'm kind of at every battle. I'm on the stage. I'm looking at the MCs, but I'm looking around my surroundings, who I know, who I don't, who's reacting, who's not, and a lot of people were doing other things. And then when y'all start landing shit, then it came like a family. Like everyone like putting their drink down. People was way on the other sofas and couches. They start coming close. Like, yo, what do you say? What?
That's what I said.
Yeah,
As
so
the battle
yeah.
went on, it got crazy.
The
And it's like
momentum
we
was-
fed off that energy. I feel like our most energetic round was like getting out of that second and hitting that third. It's like just felt it. I feel like I came crazy in the third.
One thing I've learned in all the years I've battled rap, even though I be thinking that if I'm saying something that's fire and they don't react, I never let the crowd see it. Right. I be thinking in my mind like, but I don't try to coerce them like, y'all don't think that was fire. I just keep rapping, and I be like, you know, it is what it is because the crowd is a tricky thing because it creates the narrative. Yeah. Because your shit could be crazy fire, but if they don't respond, it can kind of make you think that whatever round wasn't that crazy. Now you may watch it back. Now, and I get when people say the camera.
That's why
because the camera's going to tell you that it was really
you gotta
fire.
take into account the amount of people that are watching a battle is small. The amount of people you going to touch on film.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So
It's
like,
going to be a vast amount
you
of
might be
people.
able to have a debatable. I lose to these 30 people in
Right.
here. Or it might be different shit in the count. You might have a away game. Like you might, like we rising bulls, but like we bullpen for 3 years. You know what I mean? I'm still the new nigga. They gonna learn my lingo and they learning every battle. They fuck with me more and more each battle. You feel me? But it's like when they, you know what I mean? That's how we coming and rocking now. Like I feel like a small room, you got 30 people, you can try to win in front of whatever, but that ain't nothing until that footage drop. When that footage drop, the whole world see like we stream on Cafe, we got thousands of people right there. And like you can be like, oh, I want the bill, man. You got thousands of people and it's 900 to 6,000 on the votes type
That
shit,
happens
you
a
feel
lot
me?
on really big leagues. Like the vibe was with a certain MC that night in that battle, and people had their mind made up. I can't even see him. I don't give a fuck if he
When
get
people in the room, you can do
But
anything. You know
when
what I
it
mean?
hit the internet, you get a whole nother thing in them chat groups and shit like, how the fuck is that a 30 when it should have been a 30 the other way? Oh, it's debatable.
We
You know what I mean?
people and we human. He could be in a room on butt with his homies, and now nigga don't even want to react. You know what I mean? Just because we
Like that.
shit.
But
You know what I mean?
the reactions I saw for both of y'all was genuine.
Yeah.
Because like I said, there's people who came to hear some bars. There's people who you had to wow them. You know what I mean? You had to bring it out of them. And there's certain people was not listening till y'all came up there and started landing shit. They was like, oh, what the fuck he say? You know what I mean? Then all of a sudden, like you said, it seemed like the room got a little closer and shit. People started coming in a little tighter, you know what I mean? Really listening to this shit. And y'all put on, man. Y'all really performed well, man. It's good that y'all went last, in my estimation, man. So it turned out real good.
My whole thing is like, I talk to a lot of my close friends, and they be honest with me as far as what they think I should do. They be like, man, you try to not make it so long or make the punch so long, and I be like, all right, let me figure this out. And I try to find that happy medium between being complex, but I want you to get it in here.
Right.
And what I said about the shit about what I'm doing is for the future, not for the present.
Great.
Because I look at it kind of, it's like an analogy. It's like when a team in sports, like they'll get a certain player. Okay, they're gonna play other teams, but at the end of the day, the Bills built their defense to stop Kansas City.
Right.
Even though they're gonna play, that was the ultimate goal. So it's
you.
like when I'm changing my style, I'm thinking like for the future, because I know if I don't change it, it's gonna be trouble when I get there.
Right.
So even though I'm in a small room, I want my shit to hit. I don't want to get too caught up into like, what's a small room, so it ain't gotta be simple. Right. I want it to be complex. Like I'm thinking like, how can I reduce the complexity of this complex bar? But I figure like this. If you got, let's just say on a scale of 50 bars, right? If they caught 40 and they missed 10, that's a good percentage. But now if they only caught 10 and they gotta catch 40 on cam, it's not a good percentage.
It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work for the listeners.
Yeah, you know what I mean? You want the call. If anything, you just want it to be like, okay, I just didn't catch it because I didn't know what he was talking about. Not so much, and it was too, because now they say they pretty much, they analyze it just to say like the setup. You just want to be like,
Sometimes the attention span.
yeah. I think it was fire, but you say something about guns, but I don't know about that. Yeah, you can live with that.
Look at it like you got a
event.
punch on your fourth. You feel me? Regardless, because like most people look at it like, all right, 4 bars. They don't even worry about the first 3. You can just rhyme and have a dope ass 4th bar punch and be a successful battle rapper. You know what I mean? So like, I try to punch every line, but I make sure that if I'm gonna do it, my crazy 4th is gonna be the one that I'm gonna make sure that's caught. I'm not gonna do anything that's gonna be no smart bar. I'm not gonna use no school shit. No shit that might be an overhead bar or some
Your
shit.
last battle on this league.
With Grizz.
Yeah,
Grizz.
in Midtown Atlanta. I noticed that a lot of people in the crowd was not battle rap fans. They were just there.
Yeah, so it's
but
different.
the people on the stage, they got damn near everything you said.
And that's what fuels you. But you
Right,
can't.
right. It was too much for them, but they heard you, like you said, that 4th, they heard like, oh, well, okay. Like the people who are not like trained ears for battle rap that came to see a good show. You might not have been as energetic as some of the other MCs, but you were saying some shit, and it was over their head because they
And it
just
seemed like
not
I'm
trained
not
to
rocking
listen.
the stage like everybody
Right.
else, but I feel like, you know what I mean?
That's some
Pin
fan shit,
crazy as shit. You feel me? That's what I'm saying. They just gotta catch up. That's why I call myself a footage battler.
Okay.
And I'm learning the rooms every battle, which is crazy because like I'm like 35 battles in. You know what I mean? Like I've beat some of the best pins in the world. I'm gonna beat JC, Quantum Physics, battle Chef Tresser in Atlanta. Right before I battled Dub, a week before it on Bullpen, you feel me? I'm gonna be fucking up all the pin niggas. Because I know if I battle a nigga with a pin, they fan base is gonna understand my fucking pin, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's why I look for everybody with a pin, like, you know what I mean? Like, I fuck with Q Morgan and Kush real tough, but we gonna end up all seeing each other.
each other. That's what I love about
we got
Bullpen.
pins, you know what I mean? And that's why I was saying too, like, whenever you rocking out in a small room and it's not a battle rap crowd, it helps when you got certain niggas on stage that catch bars and shit. But they not gonna give you a full reaction because they know they're gonna be standing in front of you one day. You know what I mean?
I think it's the perfect platform for both y'all MCs because they fair, Bullpen fair for 1. 2, it's a cordial atmosphere. Everyone talk their shit, but you ain't got to worry about motherfuckers pulling out shit.
Yeah.
Parkland, all that. You know what I mean? It's a lot of grown ass men in here rapping. You know what I mean? And like, for the most part, a lot of them have been places, done things outside of rap, outside of battle rap, and a lot of y'all have rapped other places and been in some real wars against some top tiers too. You know what I mean? And you know, even the newer people, you know what I mean, they see that atmosphere and they know not to bring the bullshit. They know this is a respectful league.
Still lock
And,
the fuck in.
you know,
You're
some
like,
of the bigger leagues used to try to shit on it, but now they want to be a part of it. You know what I mean? You know, and John, Slick Will, they doing a great job. The whole staff is excellent, man. So I gotta shout out Bullpen. They always make everyone feel welcome, and they pick the right MCs all the time. Ain't no garbage MCs in this whole league, or you wouldn't be in here. They don't care what tier or how long you've been rhyming and how long you've been on. You know what I mean? They give everyone a fair shot. Like I say all that to say, there's a long-winded. Y'all all going to end up butting heads and seeing each other.
Yeah.
But it's a sport in this league. It's not. It don't get crazy.
Yeah.
It ain't a whole bunch of jealousy. You talk your shit.
It's like after you
It's gonna come out in the wash. Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like
Exactly.
Grizz came was like, man, do your thing. Like, I'm
Right.
a fan of him now. You
Right,
know what I mean?
right,
Like, after
right.
we moved through opponent, you can root for a nigga.
And
now.
don't you
ain't
think
gotta
that should be
stand
the
in front of him.
template for damn near every league?
That's how you build up.
No
dog.
matter the size of the league, where you battling, what city, what state. It's like if there's a real roster, which y'all have a real roster.
Everybody should have to see everybody.
Yeah.
And like
yeah,
I feel like after like it's cool. Like at first they called it rookie, right?
Mhm.
That's a year, right?
Right.
Then they changed it to shake the rankings. And after this year up, it shouldn't be none of that
It's just
no
a
more.
roster.
Shake the
That's-
yeah.
I
nigga,
agree with you,
and
bro.
we need
To
smoke
me,
with everybody.
it's just a
You feel
roster,
me?
man.
The most
Yeah. It's just
active
a
is the
roster.
most active. You feel me?
Yeah.
'Cause I've been on every bullpen card the last couple of months. And it's like I want all the smoke. I'm gonna keep on going. You know what I mean? Like me and Grizz at last event with Grizz Nam and all that. Like nigga, that was an event where everybody had 2.5 weeks prep. And we was all smoking.
Sure, yeah.
You know what I mean? This one, right? A month right after, smoking. Like, man, we back.
All due respect to the top bulls and how they built this shit from the ground up and they put in a blood, sweat, and tears to make this what it is and everything. But you can't really go on the past, man. They can get smoked
We
too.
carrying this shit right now.
They
You
can
feel
smoke
me?
y'all can smoke them. Shit happens any given Saturday or Sunday. You know what I mean?
I always tell people it's about perception.
Right.
You know what I mean? If you put me and him on say URL tomorrow, people they just automatically be like, you must be good.
Facts. And now
It's like you get brainwashed.
Yeah.
But then if you lower, it's just like okay, let's just say, not, but let's just say you wasn't that good with it. You know you wasn't that good with it. But you got ahead of me, and you on URL. Even though you might have thought he was nice, I'm nicer than him, he's gonna start to think I'm better than him because he's on URL. You believe it.
It's all
Because
about
if I'm here and you there.
It's like a cast.
Yeah. It's like, so that's why I look at it like at this stage, you're going to get your real fan. Because it take a real fan to rock with you when you're not the most popular person. Then once you get there, it's easy to be a fan then because everybody likes it. So it's like, oh yeah, that's him? Yeah, I like him too.
At this stage though, because you got to think about stages, right? Like, you got top tier, which is URL. We promote our shit as the biggest battle rap league outside of URL. You know what I mean? That's their main slogan. So it's like, this is fucking number 2. So it ain't really the blood, sweat, and tears shit. We all had to get here from that shit. Yeah. You've been rocking out for years. Like, I started battling in 2012. You know what I mean? Like, we all had to get here through our 35 something battles. Every battle, dog. Like, whenever I get booked with somebody, I looked you up, nigga, and I'm like, that's nigga battle low soul. I'm thinking I'm the only nigga out of the new class that be battling big names.
No.
But nigga, I started every battle. When you look a nigga up, they all the same, just like me. We all killers, bro. That's what I'm saying. We all killers. This is not no. They call it shaking the rankings and all, but this ain't like no lower class shit, bro. Like, this is the level. You know what I mean?
This
like,
ain't no desperate league just grabbing people.
Hell no.
Just for the sake of having a roster. You gotta put in some work to make it.
This is making, bro, Bullpen about to be crazy. It's over this next year. You feel me? It's
gonna
be crazy
right
because now we already here and it's gonna keep getting better and better because now they gonna get familiar with us. Like right now, we all in here smoking shit, but they know a few of us. You know what I mean? When they start getting familiar with us and knowing us, it's crazy. You know what I mean? Because now they're going to be pulling us versus the niggas they already familiar with.
You know
what I mean?
Because caffeine is like the community button right now.
Yeah. And it's only 2 leagues on caffeine. You know what I mean? So we open, dog. Like, we open. So we good.
I'm going to say one more thing, man. Are y'all, as far as both of y'all individually, because I got YouTube here, as far as expanding your brand, are you going to take advantage of that? As far as being more visual and vocal on the internet, you know what I mean? As far as, just showing up on caffeine, you don't have to have a show like everyone else. But you know what I mean? Just not so.
What's up? Go ahead, my bad.
No, I'm about to say, like, 2 things. I'm about to say, like, first, as far as, like, Instagram, like, social media and shit, like, Facebook, Instagram and shit, I'm to the point where now I feel like I'm at a level where so many people ask me if I have an Instagram. It's the only reason I got one type shit. Right. But it's like, I want to just give somebody, I need somebody that run my shit for me. Like, they hit me and was like, yo, I need a highlight video of all your shit so we can promote you on our Instagram. And I'm like, all right, but I feel like as the battle rapper, I got so much shit to worry about. I shouldn't have to go out and
I agree.
Do that shit. I need somebody to do that shit for me.
Y'all grown men at the end of the day. Y'all got shit to do with your lives, but
I would to get on it.
Everyone.
Yeah.
I'm not just talking about you because I got you 2 here. Everyone in the league whose name ain't stamped the way they think. This is the platform where all your names should be stamped. The way y'all carry this shit. You know, the way y'all bring this shit. And I noticed some go overtime to stamp their name better than others, and some of them are not as good as y'all. You know what I mean? But they wise enough to know they've been around long enough. Like, yo,
they gotta go out there.
This is my moment right here. You know what I mean? They know this is they window of opportunity. They're gonna promote the shit out themselves as hard as they can right now. You know what I mean? So I would say that for all Bullpen battle rappers now. Where the level this league is at right now, I need to go hard. Yeah.
That's what it is. They gonna be seeing a whole lot more of me. It's my first interview with you, bro.
Yes, bro.
I be missing you. I come and do my shit and be out.
Look, I left this venue to go to another one, but make sure I come back to catch everyone. You know what I mean?
Straight up.
Yeah, I came right when y'all battle happened, so I'm glad that happened, man.
That's what it is, man.
Shout out to Bonnie Godiva and Bigo Live and her battle league over there. She put together an event where she had 3 strong battles and other battle rappers were performing songs and other regular artists in the area in Atlanta was performing songs. You know what I mean? Some of them were signed artists. So it was a nice little showcase and everything. It turned out good, man.
Now, with caffeine, do you have to have a certain amount of subscribers before you go live?
Nah.
So I can get on my caffeine and go
Just
live
get
right
on
now.
and go live. I'm gonna tell you, I'm
That's
not
what
like
the fuck it is.
I slacked too for a while. I was on it for a little bit. I tried it out. I had like 3 or 4 viewers. It wasn't like my regular following on like YouTube and Instagram and shit like that. But I was like, yo, you got to start somewhere. So I was just in there damn near talking to myself. And I did it maybe 3 or 4 times, and I kind of like threw it to the side. And like 2 weeks later, Caffeine was hitting me with emails. Hey, we see you got a little, following. I'm like, I don't know, following. It had to be 10 people at the most. But they was like, if you keep it up, remain consistent, we may offer you a show. This and that. Like, damn, that's up. I was wondering how people popping up with shows. Man. You just gotta be consistent.
I was wondering how motherfuckers be streaming my game, all that shit. You feel me?
Yeah. Same shit on Twitch too, man. You know what I
So
mean?
I can get my shit on there since I'm actually a battle rapper. I can get my shit certified on there and be.
Yeah, man. If you get a following, or if they looking at you, and they like what you talking about, what you said, you bringing in some traction for them because they pretty much new and they living off of battle rap. You know what I mean? And like.
My whole battle
But I ain't gonna
rap
get them all the
show.
game, you know what I mean? But
not at all.
You know what I'm saying? Light skin
Bullshit,
television, man. Sign off if y'all fellas don't mind. Sign off, give them all your social media and everything, man.
Man, King Beanz King Beanz 187 on fucking Twitter. I'm King Beanz 502 on everything else, man. You feel me? Like straight up Facebook, Instagram. You feel me? King Beanz 187, King Beanz 502. That's Louisville shit. Straight to the guns. You feel me? That's what it is.
Talk to him, bro. You go on my Instagram, it's Hound Dawg, HOUNDAWG _Buck 50. That's my Instagram. My Facebook is Dwayne DWAYNE PEE. And then my Twitter is also Hound Dawg Buck 50. What's up?
Light skin television, King Beanz, Hound Dawg Buck 50. Y'all smart enough, y'all gonna be caffeine on Monday?
I don't know. This was the first one. The last one was the first one they didn't do on Monday.
So I don't know where they showing it. It might hit YouTube later.
Yeah.
But when that battle drop, y'all need to watch it. Peace.